How's it going, gang? It's a final render here, and welcome back to Fallout 76 Permadeath Part 20. This video, my god, Part 20. And things have been going really good in the run so far. Like, we have just managed to join the Enclave, and I think it is now time to go and see if we can get access to all the cheeky nukes anytime soon. There also are a few other things I want to do. Like, I really need to make sure that I get as many caps as possible, because if we can get those caps, then we can start buying mutations and stuff like that. So hopefully by the time we have those caps earned, we would have had Starch Genes level 1 and 2 unlocked, and then we can start buying mutations. As I said in the last video, I don't want to just jump into water and then irradiate myself, because I guarantee I'll do that, and then like my keyboard will die or something, and then all the rads will kill me. I guarantee something awful will happen like that, or I'll get shot when I'm like really low on health because of all the radiation. You know, it will happen. But anyways, let's go see what's up. How do we do this then? So activate automated promotion system.
Promotion system engaged.
Ooh.
Welcome. Private. Accessing bunker records for previously completed support operations. No records of support operations found. System
Okay.
requires additional commendations. Valid acts include target elimination operations, bunker support operations. Completion of tasks will result in immediate issuing of commendations. Good hunting.
Okay, so what we need to do is essentially get 10 promotion commendations. So what does this actually mean for our character? How are we going to get these commendations? Well, to get the commendations, we need to do all of the Enclave events, such as drop communication, bots on parade, etc. Or we can kill legendary creatures, or we can kill Scorch Beasts in order to unlock our 10 promotion points. And then after we got that, we can unlock nukes. And then once we've unlocked nukes, all we've got to do is nuke the Scorch Beast Queen, kill her, and then we have beaten the Permadeath challenge. That's all we have to do. The main goal was to beat one of the main stories, and that is obviously this main story we're doing here as opposed to the Wastelanders one. But what I think we might do is do one of the other bits of story content, i.e. Wastelanders or Brotherhood of Steel, because quite frankly, it's quite easy to get all these points. But it does take time, and it can be a bit grindy and stuff like that. So what I think we might do is do some of the main story stuff, and then every time we see an Enclave event pop up on the map, we'll drop what we're doing and go do it. If we see legendaries, we'll obviously get points for killing them. So I think maybe, just maybe, we should do the Brotherhood of Steel stuff, because I don't think I've done the Brotherhood of Steel stuff on this channel. I played them originally in the private test server and stuff, so I think we should actually do the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. And also, it's all complete now, and I know that we do get some pretty cool legendary loot and stuff like that by doing the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. So, how about we do that? How about we head all the way over to Fort Atlas, so we can actually go meet the Brotherhood of Steel and get that completed? And it seems relevant, don't you think? Let's do it. So, welcome to the neighborhood is our quest, and we need to listen to the Brotherhood of Steel radio signal in our Pip-Boy.
Attention, people of Appalachia. This is Paladin Romani of the Brotherhood of Steel,
No subtitles.
broadcasting from Fort Atlas. You are no longer facing the wasteland alone. The Brotherhood has returned. Our mission is to help you lead a better, safer life, free from the dangers left behind in the wake of the Great War. If you require aid, or if you wish to join us in our mission, find us at Fort Atlas. A new dawn is here for Appalachia. Join us in building the future. Romani out.
Okay, there we go then. So we can now go and speak to the Brotherhood of Steel. And I've just realised...
People of
Oh yeah,
Appalachia.
be quiet. This has got toxic water underneath it. I wonder if they just copy and pasted this this radiation arc from Westech in order to get that there. That's pretty fun. So now, you know, you can just come here if you want toxic water. That's alright. Alright, so let's go to Fort Atlas, and let's start the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. This is going to be good fun. So in the last video, I mentioned that I'd been for a big job interview, and a lot of you guys were actually asking in the comments, how did it go? How did it go? I don't think it's gone very well. Oh, hello! Oh, boy. How about less of that, you mutants? Okay, one's got a missile launcher. Let's just run. How about that? Let's just get out of here. There we go. So, as I was saying, people, I don't think the job interview went very well because the second round of interviews were this morning, and I haven't had an invite back to it. So I presume that that didn't go very well. Raider Punk's over there. Which is a shame, but then again, you know, things change. You know, it might be the case that they've moved that second phase of interviews to some point next week or something. But I think I personally did an okay job of the interview, but I guess it wasn't quite as good as some of the other people. So never mind, you carry on. But also, something which I want to say with this video series that we're doing right now is that I actually saw a comment the other day on one of the older videos, actually. And once again, it was someone asking or saying they had lost interest in the show because they don't know if I'm dying or not because I'm editing these videos. And I've said it on this series before, but I've essentially just got to tell you guys to trust me. You know, you can literally just say with hand on heart that if I die, I will show it, because that'll be the end of the series and stuff. And I know it's very easy for me to say that, you know, because obviously, you could just cut it out and stuff, but it's not necessarily about winning the challenge, it's about the journey of the challenge. So therefore, I honestly swear, hand on heart, that if I die, I will show you guys. And if any of you guys know a way for me to prove to you that this character hasn't died, then let me know and I'll definitely show you. Is there like a terminal somewhere in the game which logs your deaths on each character or something like that? Because if there is, then I can just show you guys that I haven't died yet. Or is there like an INI file or something you could open on your computer to prove that you haven't died on a certain character? I'll happily show you guys that. Okay, here we go then. So, Fort Atlas. It's so strange to think that this place looks completely different originally. You know what I mean? Let's go speak to Russell Dorsey right here. Hey, there we go. We actually got score for doing that. Isn't that fun?
If you look... Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
I'd like to speak to someone in charge.
Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere.
Right, here we go then. So let's go and speak to Knight Shin inside. Now, I'm going to be honest, people. I am going to be talking about spoilers and stuff like that for the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. You know, it's been out for nearly 2 weeks now, and it's been on the PTS for months. So therefore, I will be talking about the entire Brotherhood of Steel storyline in its entirety. But I'll try not to if it's not relevant, if that makes sense. I'm not going to deliberately talk about the end. But I will say that in the end, on my original playthrough, I sided fully with Knight Shin. Now, I know that sounds a bit weird, because the vast majority of people always go for Paladin Romani, but the reason I went with Shin is because Romani seems to act completely autonomously without ever asking other members of the Brotherhood if it's a good idea, without ever having any accountability for her actions. Paladin Romani essentially just put an enormous target on everyone's back inside the West Virginian chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel, because she made the decision to betray the Eastern Brotherhood. But she didn't ask anyone if that's what they wanted. She didn't ask if that was a good idea. And she only did that because she was going to get in trouble with the people from the East. So honestly, whilst Knight Shin is very rude and not very nice, he is the better leader of the Brotherhood of Steel. That's just my honest and I think fair and balanced opinion of it. Just because someone is rude doesn't mean they're a bad leader. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's go.
The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin, if you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now.
Okay, Russell Dorsey sent me to talk to you.
Did he? Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
Okay, Shin is really, really rude to people, isn't he? Yeah, I mean, he's definitely set up to seem to be the bad guy.
That is within the scope of Paladin Romani's directives. Takes more than just asking, of course. You would have to prove yourself. If you are sincere about wishing to join our ranks, you would have to earn the approval of the officers here, including me. Is that why you're here? Another hopeful dreaming of service to the Brotherhood.
Charisma 4. I can think of no greater honor than to join your noble brotherhood.
If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But, if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
What does ad victoriam even mean?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Weapons and a base like this?
There we go then. So yeah, we've spoken to Shin, and we've got to go and talk to some people who've got some trouble, which the Brotherhood might be able to help out with. Yeah, I did forget how rude Shin is to people, especially new people. But going back to what I was saying, just because a leader is, kind, doesn't necessarily mean they're a good leader. But then again, if you're a good leader, that doesn't mean you have to be rude either. You can be nice and a good leader, and that's the problem that I think Shin would need to work on in order to be the ideal choice for people.
Some strange reading.
Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You
About
don't look
the
like one of
guns?
these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal?
Night Shin sent me to speak to you.
Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot.
Okay, so this one is clearly a raider. You can pretty much tell just by her general attitude and appearance that she's a raider. You're not a raider, are you?
What? Me? A raider? No. Little old me? Don't be silly.
Yeah, she a raider, alright. So I take it it's guns you're after.
Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
Okay, here we go. I can't promise anything, but I'll tell Night Shin I should go, or I'll ask you
Why
some
not?
other things first. What are some of the other options? You can ask for story. Be honest with me. Why do you want guns?
Hey, you calling me a liar? I mean, I already told you. My friends and I just need them for self-defense. We'll pay good caps.
Yeah, okay, well, here's the thing. I think we're done for now.
Military grade.
Yeah,
Because quite
yeah.
frankly, if she has caps and she wants guns, you can buy guns anywhere. In Appalachia, the robot stations and stuff like that. You can get guns pretty cheaply, in fact. But this lady just specifically wants all the really good ones for the Brotherhood. No. You don't need that for self-defense. You just want that. Alright, so let's go and talk to Dr. Blackburn here. It's going to be interesting talking to him.
Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers.
Okay, here we go. Night Shin asked me to speak to you.
The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Night Shin want to know?
Even mean?
He asked me to find out what you wanted from the Brotherhood.
I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
I don't know what a gauss is, but...
Right, okay. I have some other questions,
Very well.
matey.
What did you wish to know?
Can you tell me about your research?
It would be difficult to express it in layman's terms. No offense intended. In essence, I have been studying the illnesses of Appalachia. For too long, people have relied on folk remedies and makeshift medicines. The long-term effects of this environment are concerning. Just because the radiation is survivable does not mean it is safe.
Oh, okay, so this guy wants to cure people's illnesses and stuff. That's it for now.
Very well, then. Perhaps we can be of assistance to one another, should our paths cross again.
Yeah, he's definitely a little bit of a interesting
What
fellow.
is it now?
That one right there. Okay, so here we have Art Nap.
Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas?
You with the Steel Brother fellas? You've been watching the Pokemans, my fellow kids? Alright. So, sort of, Nightshade asked me to speak to you.
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on him. Name's Art Nap. So, what's this Night fella sent you for?
Just what would you like
A
from the
fair
Brotherhood?
trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra. And I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm.
Alright, so this guy wants to exchange his crop for protection, essentially, which honestly is a very fair thing
Fair
to
enough.
ask, especially if
Unexpected.
the Brotherhood are just going to take people's
The
crops
efficiency
anyway.
of Brotherhood response to visitors
So I do think it might be a good idea to actually help out Art Nap. But we have one more person over here. Sean Hockman.
You better have something useful to say to me.
She asked me to talk to you.
Can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean. So, what's he got to say to me?
Okay, what is the problem?
The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, oh, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
Okay, so this guy is being robbed by people who at least claim to be part of the Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah,
Alright.
Is there anything else that we can sing? Would you really become... Are you sure they're a Brotherhood?
Don't blow me off like I'm making this up. These people have a responsibility to fix this. They had the power armor, and they said they were Brotherhood. Sorry I didn't make sure to ask proof when they had me at gunpoint.
Okay, I'm done here then.
Tell them.
So yeah, this guy was robbed by people claiming to be Brotherhood who actually had power armor. So, I mean, yeah, they
Greetings,
could
civilian.
just be raiders and stuff, but then again, the Brotherhood in West Virginia has had a habit, as we saw from Art Nap, of just turning up and asking people for stuff. Because, you know, hey, we're the good guys, give us all your stuff, kind of thing. So let's go
Only
and
reason
talk to
you
Nightshade.
finished the task I gave you.
I've spoken to the petitioners and I'm ready for a
Good.
report.
Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
Okay, so Dr. Blackbird is looking for supplies for his research.
The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
Okay, so, let's think. Frankly, he was light on the details. It could be good for everyone if you helped. He actually said other people seem to need you more. Yeah, he was light on the
Then,
details.
he can peddle his snake oil somewhere else. The wasteland is full of people claiming to be scientists or doctors. They are rarely either, and usually cause more harm than good.
Which is
Next
definitely
report.
the case with Blackburn, as we'll find out. Artnab wants to trade a share of his crops for protection from raiders.
We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
The California members.
It does sound like a fair deal to me, though. Because, let's face it, if you guys need to have food, you might as well have it officially rather than just asking for people for food. And also, you know, protecting people in the local area, that'll make people like you more. So I'm just going to say, sounds like a fair deal.
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next?
Tally Lang wants to buy guns.
No. We are not arms dealers.
She and her friends could really use the protection. She seemed pretty squirrely to me. I think she actually might be a raider.
There was never any circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. Moving on.
And Sean Hockman, not Hancock, that's someone else entirely who's been in the news, was robbed by people claiming to be Brotherhood.
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us.
All links in the chain, bound in Brotherhood.
Says it's not you. What matters is that he believes it. You should help him out. And that's true. He believes he was robbed by the Brotherhood of Steel. And he's never going to change his mind. So,
that sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
Okay, thanks, I'll do that.
Be vigilant,
The wasteland is
outsider.
merciless.
Right, there we go. So we've done that first one, and now we can head on inside.
Facility, civilian.
And there we go, Forge and Trust has been completed. Got some caps for that. Really nice animation on this door right there. I love it. And into Fort Atlas. There we go, we got the Brotherhood Roundtable plan. That is a very nice plan, nice camp item. Doesn't have any use or anything, but it's a very, very cool camp item. Okay, so now we can speak to Scribe Valdez. Now, we actually definitely want to do this, because we could actually get a pretty good pistol by doing this.
Never
And we do
forget the
still have
heroes
some
of Fort
pistol
Defiance.
perks, so it might actually be quite useful to have.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
I want to join up. Night Shin said you may need some help.
Oh, a prospective initiate. Night Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it?
That sounds fantastic. Everybody likes Scribe Valdez. You know, she's just one of the good guys, you know, no messing around, just a good character.
Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup.
Sure, I'll help
Any
you out.
questions before we start?
Like, Scribe Valdez is a scribe. She can go on field missions and stuff like that, but she isn't necessarily a soldier. You know, she's trained to use guns and stuff like that, but she's not necessarily want to go looking for a fight. So we're going to go along and help out.
Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here.
There we are then, people. So Scribe Valdez will meet us
We're
down.
really fixing this
Now,
place
there's
up,
actually
don't you think?
quite a lot of cool stuff with this place that you can't really access so much anymore. Like, it was a completely different interior before the Brotherhood came in and stuff, and we'll never see that stuff again, so really interesting in that sense. But I believe this place, obviously was an observatory, but I believe it was also doing like some secret experimentation on weather manipulation, which is an interesting idea, and it's something which would actually be life-changing for the entire world. You know, if we could get proper weather manipulation going, we could ensure that land was perfect for crops and stuff like that. You know, we could, in theory, like, cure world hunger instantly if we have weather manipulation technology, or like terraform Mars and stuff like that, you know. But currently, we do not have such technology. Right, so let's go with Scribe Valdez then. Hello, lady. Oh, I'll put the gun away. It's a bit aggressive, isn't it?
Good, you're here.
Yes, I am.
How do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war.
Oh, she's like Hermione Granger or something, you know? Just like, oh, I just love reading. Reading the schematic is a good first step to solving the problem.
Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But
nerd.
I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
Okay, here we go then. So let's get inside. I do believe there is some combat and stuff in here. We're gonna go and fix up some... Ooh, hello, 5mm rounds. That sells for a lot of caps, actually. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't, because we're not doing player vending. Never mind. Alright, so let's head on downstairs and collect some documentation. 3 things. Ooh, tape. Definitely very nice. Okay, so there's lots of bugs, I want to say, down here. Like rad roaches and blood bug. Blood bugs it is. Okay. So let's turn that off. Let's see if we can get him with... Oh, great. Absolutely perfect. Fired 1 shot and then it friggin' broke. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel, everyone. Oh, hello. I'm gonna get the disease bloat fly there. Cave cricket. Cave cricket. There we go. There we are.
Close one.
I can't believe that. I literally fired 1 friggin' bullet and then my gun broke. I presume I don't have repair kits. I don't think that's something this character has. She does have a repair kit. I have no idea how she has one. Well, if I have a repair kit, it's probably from like a season or something, isn't it? So let's not use that. Let's not use it, because that might be deemed as cheating a little bit. We'll find a weapon bench soon, I'm sure.
This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. This looks like what we need. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? Oh, I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. Okay,
oh, we got an 8 charisma thing. Now you let this you might as well let me get a full explanation. I'm not here to pry, I just want to help. If all scribes are this dumb, I'm not sure I want to be in the Brotherhood anymore. I didn't so much as glance, if I was being honest.
So much for your reading comprehension. Still, Knight Shin did trust you enough to send you my way, so there's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood.
Okay, thanks for filling me
I
in.
did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups?
Okay, got it. Let's go.
Should be a simple inspection. You can take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
Alright, so obviously, typically I just skip through these puzzles in this kind of playthrough, but in this case, I actually do need to pay attention to what it says on the screen and stuff like that. You know, if there's like documentation, I'll just let you guys pause it if you want to read it. But in this case, I actually think I need to remember how to fix it and stuff.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to run the diagnostic check first, because it tells you that that will blow up if that's the case.
Interesting.
Yeah, intake valves, rupture detected. Yeah. I really should have done that first, but there we go. Let's check the wiring. Wiring looks shredded, likely the work of resident critters. Speaking of which, hello. Hello, dudes. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you guys are looking hella chonk. Look at those chunky boys. Job done.
That's over with.
Oh, hang on. One more somewhere. Well, I actually need to aim this thing, don't I? Nicely done. Cool. Right, they're all dead.
That does it for the inspection. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus?
I don't remember what it said already. Did it say defunct?
Oh, misaligned.
Damn
Next,
it.
we have the release valve.
I've forgotten already.
That went. Well, what was your assessment?
It blew up. It exploded.
It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were...
Completely chewed through. Molrat's prime suspect.
Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well, so far.
Handling myself well? I blew up one of the pipes. I got the question wrong. I should have run the diagnostic checks first. Yeah, okay. Alright. You already knew some of the answers you wanted?
A fair point. We have a saying among the scribes. Through discourse, we gain strength. This wasn't discourse. It was a test. I can't blame you for being upset. I wanted to see if you would pay attention. And I have my answer now. Sorry if I angered you. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. Any questions, or are you ready to get started?
No, let's get started.
I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
Cool. They also did a lot of really cool stuff when they added the Brotherhood of Steel campaign to the dialogue system. Like, when you actually do part 2 of the Brotherhood of Steel stuff, you actually kind of get, like, cutscenes where the camera actually comes away from the character, which is pretty different. They've also added, like, a really nice kind of face light to the characters when you're speaking to them in dialogue, which is really nice. Okay, so ion focus. Examine. Okay, inside its container, a miniature ion focus sits nestled in a bundle of tubes and wires, many of which are attached. How we go about? Unhook each tube wire from its source and lift everything out together. Just tear it away, gently unhook it. Yeah, let's use our agility. And we've managed to pull that out straight away. Fantastic stuff. Man, I'm so annoyed I got that question wrong in the little pop quiz, because I read the friggin' terminal. I just completely forgot the word that it was. I think it was defunct. Okay, so in this room over here. So yeah, this is the CPU, I believe, isn't it? CPU management, yes. Eject the CPU, emergency eject the CPU, power down and eject the CPU. Well, it's probably going to be power down and eject, isn't it? Power output is 150% above expected levels and 350% above the required levels. Man, they're overclocking. You know, they've got themselves an unlocked CPU up in there. And, yeah, so they're trying to get the computer system to work effectively. Well, if I know anything about CPUs, just ripping them out is not a good idea. Power it down and eject it safely. Let's try that. There we go, and we got it. Not bad. And let's go check over here now for the final thing. Which is right here, the pressure gauge. Inside a container, a pressure gauge is attached with rusted screws. How will you go about extracting it? Unscrew the screws through the rust and above the gauge. Yank the gauge out, oil the screws, remove the rust and lift the gauge out. That's probably the right answer, but you could just use your strength in order to unscrew it through the rust. Let's use the oil.
Oh, I thought of one more.
There you go, good answer.
Pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core.
Sure. I mean, you were nearer, but okay, lady. I'll do your stuff. Okay. Inside the container is an induction coil with 2 thick wires attached. One red, one blue. A low hum and the sound of static surrounds the device. Right, how are we going to get this out then? Cut the red wire. Unhook both wires inside the coil out. Cut the blue wire. It seems less shocky. Is there any documentation around here to tell us which one to do first? I mean, both wires would be the logical thing, right? Ow!
What was that?
I got a bit of a shock, but okay, fair enough. Ooh. Did they do anything else with this in the main story? I honestly don't remember. Okay, mysterious canister sits before you. Paulson with an eerie glow. How will you go about extracting it? Gently lift it out of the canister. Quickly swap it out with a heavy sack of dirt. Hey, it's Indiana Jones. I'll try using your weapon as a lever. Gently lift it out.
That doesn't sound good.
Doesn't it? Oh, hello. iBot. Ah, they've actually got inbuilt security. I'm out of shotgun ammo. Okay, I've only got my combat rifle now. Everything else is out of ammo or broken. That's, I really didn't prepare for this, did I? Ah, legendary. We need you guys. Okay, they're also not doing much damage. They're using Tesla rifles. And Tesla rifles' extra damage, I believe, is treated as explosive by the in-game engine. And we have fireproof level 3. So therefore, these Tesla rifles really are not doing much damage at all. So we're laughing, really, aren't we? Just get a bunch of headshots on him. Maybe even try to blow off his Tesla arm. Right, reload that there. There we go. Killed him and destroyed his arm. And we've got a nocturnal power armor piece. Well, we do have a Raider set of power armor. We could whack it on there just for the sake of it, I suppose. Oh, there you go. It's just said that we actually killed the person of interest. Oh, we do have this 10 mil, I suppose. I mean, it's like a level 10 10mm submachine gun. A mutant's one. Yeah, that's doing so little damage. Yeah, this thing is not ideal, is it? Yeah, that submachine gun is way too low level for us. Maybe we could script that or something then. Yeah, even this iBot is taking lots of bullets. Get back here. Wow, hit or miss render. Mostly miss, huh? I'm getting outsmarted by the iBot. Get back here! No! Weebo! Weebo! Now, who remembers Weebo? You know, from Flubber. Did you see Flubber? You know, the Robin Williams movie? Actually, originally a remake of a film called The Absent-Minded Professor. Don't know if you heard of that movie. Oh my god, please kill the thing! God. God, unsubscribe, Jesus, God. Thumbs down.
Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition.
Pressure gauge good.
The core processor is pristine.
CPU's good.
Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable.
Ion focus is
impressive. The induction coil seems fine.
Induction coil is good.
And what is this?
A mysterious component.
This is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine?
Maybe so. Ultrasight has meant to have unlimited potential. I mean, honestly, if you're impressed by this, Ultrasight is everywhere in West Virginia, Scribe Elders. It's everywhere. You're gonna be amazed.
The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair,
calm down.
But
just a battery.
We might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy. They condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. Oh, I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate. And soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Thanks again for your help. And good luck with the Paladin.
There we go, job done. And we got the Fact Finder, a TSE 44 Magnum. Genuinely a really good pistol, the Fact Finder. Like, I've actually made a pistol build on my main character. I made it because, you know, we've now got the perk loadouts and stuff. And this, honestly, is one of the best weapons you can have for a pistol build. Because it's hard hitting, it's got the explosive effect, it's 2 shots, so it's technically 2 explosive effects, which automatically makes it do more damage than a lot of other handguns, and it's genuinely really, really good. The only problem with it is that, 1, it's a revolver, so it can only have 6 shots in it, and also, of course, you can't silence it, because the revolvers can't be silenced in this. In fact, if I remember correctly, it's not really a thing. Silencing revolvers. It's technically possible, but it's not really something which most revolvers can ever be done. It's got to be like a very specialized type of revolver in order to silence it. Anyways, let's go and get out of here and talk to Paladin Romani. So we can do this, and then we can do the quest field testing. And we actually did kill a legendary creature, didn't we? So, how many points did that get us? Is it just the 1? It's not a daily or event, sorry. Side 1. Breaking radio signs. It's probably main, actually, isn't it? Officer on deck. Yeah, a legendary creature gets us 1 commendation. So 9 more legendaries killed, or kill some Scorch Beasts, or do some Enclave events. Currently, they are not on. Line number Sands on, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, let's talk to Romani.
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need?
Hi, Layla. Nice to see you. Scribe Valdez wrote me a letter of recommendation.
Between this and the report I have from Knight Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there is one problem with this entire Brother to Steel storyline, which people have been talking about quite recently on the 76 Reddit, and that's that there's no option to go against the Brotherhood in this, whereas it seems like they had set that up. You know, like, you can go to the Raiders and they have the Raider War Room and stuff. You know, it looked like at one point in time, maybe there was going to be a method to where you could fight against the Brotherhood, but there isn't in this. You know, you have to join them in order to do their quests, so...
With the recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should...
Okay, not a problem. Where is this nest?
We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez...
Okay, fantastic. I think I have everything I need.
Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
Excellent, there we go, so that's done. We now gotta go and kill some super mutants. But I do think we should repair our stuff first. They do have the full assortment of workbenches and stuff here at Brotherhood. But, where is the weapon bench? There is one, I swear. Right there, okay, there we go. Let's go and repair our rifle, our Brotherhood Recon rifle. Hit repair, and, we'll repair by a workbench. There we go, that's all good. And, nothing else I think really needs a repair. No, everything's good. We do need to make some shotgun shells, though. Where, is there a Tinker bench? Indeed there is. So let's make a couple shotgun shells. We don't need to make too many, I suppose. You know, I don't use it that often, but when I do, I use a lot of it, typically. Okay, so shotgun shells, 12 of them. Let's see if we can make... Let's make 5 of them. That means we get, like, what, 60 odd? There we go, 60 shotgun shells right there. 52 even. Well, I mean, I'm not very good at maths, am I? Bit of a dum-dum sometimes. And I'm sure there's some stuff we can scrap down and stuff like that as well. Yep, there we go. And also, heavy combat armor, left leg. When did we get that? I mean, we are level 30 now. Left leg. And what's currently on our left leg? It's one of our legendary pieces, I believe, isn't it? That's our chameleon. Yeah, I'm not giving up the chameleon piece. I'm sorry. No. That's not going to happen. So that can go away. And we do have this right leg, a level 40. Oh, yeah, we got that in a quest, didn't we? We could put that in the stash box. We might genuinely wear that when we hit level 40. Not a bad piece overall. And we do have a piece of nocturnal power armor that we got in there, didn't we? So let's pop down our power armor, which is Raider, so it's actually thematic. And what is it? It is a right arm. Okay, there we go. So let's ditch that right arm there. Put the nocturnal one on. And then let's go and scrap that down. I'm kind of liking the fact that we have legendary power armor now. I'm currently trying to roll a full set of Vanguard T65 on my main character. That would be really, really nice. And then I can have a T65 as my kind of full endurance, full tank, absolutely maximum resistance power armor. And then I might try to make like a bolstering set of maybe, possibly Strangleheart power armor, because then that can be my bloodied power armor. I think that would be really good fun. Okay, we need to go all the way over here to the Lewis and Sons family supply, farming supply, sorry. That's a pretty long journey. I'm trying to think about caps and stuff. Let's go to the vault. We'll go to the vault and then we'll kind of fast travel there. We do need to raise caps because, as we said at the start of this video, a lot of the serums are like 4,000 caps each. So therefore, if we can actually get 4,000, we can buy some serums. It also means that when we level up the next 2 occasions, I will be getting starch genes. I want starch genes level 1 and 2, so we can get mutations on the go pretty soon. Primarily marsupial. That'll be a really nice mutation to have, so I can jump onto roofs and snipe things, etc. But also, something like Eagle Eyes would be pretty good. Speed Freak would be pretty good. Speed Demon, sorry. Not Speed Freak. He's a super freak. Super freak. There we go, so 24. Oh, just speaking of which, is there anything we can sell maybe to the people of Flatwoods halfway there? Let's give this a go. It's been ages since we've been to Flatwoods, isn't it? It feels like it wasn't that long ago. But it actually was quite a few months ago now that we were in Flatwoods. To go ahead and doing all the tutorial quests and stuff, you know, so we could get what very little scraps of XP and stuff. Ooh, typewriter and a desk fan. Another typewriter. Wow. Good amount of screws right there. So the first thing I typically do is try to sell food. Actually, though, we don't have much food right now, so I might actually keep hold of that for now. Armor, we don't have any spare armor. Weapons, we could probably sell some of the grenades, couldn't we? Sort of cryo grenade. Death Tambo, we haven't been using the Death Tambo. We just haven't, you know. I like the idea of having a melee, but we're just not using it, so let's get rid of that. I'll sell the beacons, they're not that useful. Plasma grenades, sell those too. And yeah, that's probably about it we can sell for now. And we've got aid stuff, let's see. Radaway diluted, that can go away. Let's sell most of that Radaway. We really don't need it. We don't need it. It's way too much. And Project Paradise has just started. That's a shame. Would have liked to have done that. Yeah, and I'll sell one of the disease cures. I think I do have a disease right now, so I'll use that. Okay, cool. Cool. I think that's all we can pretty much sell for now. Let's get out of here then. I've just realised, people, we actually had a level up, and I honestly had no idea that we had a level up. Okay, so let's go to luck then, and we will go... Ooh, Grim Reaper Sprint. That is a really nice thing to have for our character. But no, let's go with Starch Genes. Starch Genes level 1. So there we go. We can equip that right now if we want to. It won't actually help us that much, because it's level 2 is the one that actually helps you proper. That can go on there. Less chance for you to mutate from rads, or for Radaway to cure mutations. Yeah. Get one more level in that, and then we'll be able to keep our mutations permanently. Lewis and Sons Farm and Supply. Here we are. Pretty cool area this is overall. Oh, that's a friendly doggo. Never mind. It's Badger. Hello, Badger. Good doggo. I think at one point, before the Brotherhood actually turned up in Appalachia, there was like a little note hidden, let's say hidden, put on the wall there to say that there is now a farm here. Which is pretty cool, actually. It was kind of like a way for people to guess what might happen, you know, before the Brotherhood actually turned up. It's kind of like a little teaser, I suppose. That's probably a good way to do it. Oh, there's gourd planters here. A few videos ago, I mentioned that there's only one place to get gourds in gourd planters so you can put them in your camp, and that's over in friggin' Rally Clay's bunker. But no. There's one here as well. So, there you go. If you're in the forest and you want to have gourds planted, you can just come here, and then you've got one there. And then you can go and plant the gourds, and then you can get more gourds. No joke, I remember once seeing someone say, guys, I found a duping glitch inside 76. If you plant a crop and then pick it up, you get a duplicate of it. It's like, yes, dude. That's called farming. That's how farming has worked since the dawn of time. But anyways, let's go speak to the Putnams.
Huh? Whoa there.
Hey, Marty.
Mom, Dad.
Who do you think you are barging in here? George?
Hold it, stranger. No funny moves.
No funny moves? Oh, I was going to do like a Minister of Funny Walks prance. Lower your weapon, I'm friendly.
So you say. But we'll see. Alright, George, lower the gun. But stay ready. Come on now, boys. Get on back to work. You. Let's talk.
Okay, let's talk. I like this barn, by the way. They've turned the barn into their little house. It would be cool to see like a shelter like this. You know, just a little one, maybe for a bit cheaper. Oh. 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 Okay, let's go sit down. Can't sit down. Okay, I'll talk to you standing then.
Now you need to be more careful just waltzing into people's homes. It's a good way to end up with more lead in you than's healthy. I'm Carol Putnam. This is my husband, George. Now, won't you tell us why you're barging in here, and maybe we can all be friendly when you're done.
Okay, the Brotherhood of Steel sent me to ask about the ghoul attacks in the area. Oh,
Those would be
ghouls,
them
not
military
supermutants.
types in the heavy armor that came through here recently, right? I'm the one that told them about those attacks.
Those Brotherhood guys are so cool. Wait, are you recruiting? I want to sign up.
Their gear was pretty fascinating.
Settle down, boys. The adults is talking. So you want to know about them ghouls?
Paladin Romani sent me to find out if you knew where the ghoul attacks were coming from. You can recruit the boys to join you. We're not going to be doing that. If you bring them with you on the next mission, you can get unique weapons out of it, but I don't want to risk either of them dying, because I personally don't think I would do that. So let's just carry on.
Can't say for certain. We got a suspicion, though.
A lot of the sightings and attacks have been from folks traveling the highway to Flatwoods. They come out of the hills, northwest of the old creamery.
And the only thing out that way is what's left of the Orwell orchards. Could be the source of the things. You gonna wipe them out when you find them?
Charisma 4. Sounds like I'd be helping you out if I did. Maybe there's a reward for my efforts? That doesn't seem like a Brotherhood thing to do, but let's give it a go.
Aren't you on a mission from the Brotherhood? You're doing it for them, not for us.
She's
Yeah,
right,
good answer.
of course, but that doesn't mean we're not grateful for the risk you're taking. Now here, wherever you find ghouls, you're going to find radiation. Now, we can spare this.
Gave us a Radex. Well, that's nice. Okay, plan is to clear the place out entirely. Any idea how many ghouls there might be?
Not sure. More than a few, less than an army. From what folks have said, if you're going in alone, even a few can swarm you before you even realize what's happening. Be careful out there.
Okay, will do. Thanks for the info. I should head out.
Just try not to startle us if you drop by again. George has a hair trigger with that shotgun.
There we go. So yeah, we're not going to be taking the boys, because I don't want the boys to actually get killed and stuff, but you can get unique weapons. I think you can get a unique super sledge, and, I think a unique plasma pistol, if you bring those boys along and they survive. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to eat your pie, though. I'm starving. And your mute fruit. And your gourds. Oh, there's a gourd there you can probably plant as well. Well, there you go then, people. You can definitely get gourds over at this farm. Nice to know. Okay, so let's head over to the orchards over here and go clear out some ferals. Orwell Orchards then, right here. So yeah, as we said, very near the creamery. And you might know this place if you played a lot of Nuclear Winter. on the Flatwoods map, this was a pretty popular spawn. There were lots of orange crates here and on the bridge. But yeah, I never personally liked coming here that much in the Flatwoods map of Nuclear Winter. I personally liked going to the water plants. That was my favourite drop spot in Nuclear Winter for the Flatwoods map. But yeah, it was the water depot. Where was it? Oh, whatever. Get attacked right now. Maybe show you guys in a moment. A lot of angry robos. Yep, dropped them, no real problem. But yeah, the water plant, it was I honestly can't remember where it is now. Oh, it might be right there. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? You know where it is. You know where it is. Alright, so let's get inside and see what's going on. We've actually got to search for it, as opposed to just it pointing it out. Which a lot of people really liked about 76.
A happy day on the farm.
Oh dear. But yeah, this game actually just kind of gave you a rough area as to where whatever you need to find is, as opposed to just telling you where it was, like in Fallout 4. So that's nice. Oh, we've got a couple of dead people here. Alright, so let's get in there. Orwell Bomb Shelter. Ooh, excellent stuff, people. I believe this was also kind of another teaser for Steel Dawn before it came out, the first part of the Brotherhood of Steel DLC that we're doing now, that you could come in here before the actual Brotherhood of Steel turned up. So it was kind of a unique and interesting little bit of a tease, because you could explore this area and wonder, what is it for? And can I also say, I adore this vault, this entire underground bunker, because it's massive and it has everything you need to keep yourself occupied and stuff. Most of the times, like with the Free State bunkers, it's just, you know, pure function. Pure function. But this place has got a bit of class and stuff, you know. It's got nice furniture, it's got stuff to do. There actually is a pretty horrible story here. You can read, like, notes and stuff like that, and there's a lot of environmental storytelling to tell you what happened to the original people who lived here. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's friggin' heartbreaking. It really is. There's a lot of really awful stuff that happened in here. All to do with the nasty, horrific details of ghoulification. So, not very nice. You know, just slowly watching your loved ones turn. Not nice. Alright, these guys are all dying pretty easily, though. Like, the ferals are spongier than the typical enemies, so we can deal with them quite easily. And since they are quest objectives... Ooh, you're a glowing one. Oh, it's a glowing one next to an explosive canister. I really shouldn't have sold those grenades, should I? Let's go to the old fact finder here. Can I hit that canister back there? Boom! Okay, I'm pretty certain that was a headshot right there, but whatever. Oof! Yeah, there you go. Okay, we've got a putrid one here. He's going to be quite nasty. Let's see if we can blow his legs off. Looks like one of his legs is crippled already. Oh, that's really not working then, is it? Let's shoot him in the head. Job done. I mean, I try to be tactical. I try to, like, go for the legs and stuff. But nah, just shoot him in the head. That typically works. Ooh, typewriter. Yes, please. Alright, so what about over here, then? There's one in there, in the radiation. Let them come out. There we go, yeah. You can't, actually hurt them if they're in large amounts of radiation. Because radiation creates ghouls. So, therefore, them being inside radiation actually heals them. In fact, if you shoot a ghoul with a gamma gun, it actually heals them. And if you shoot a feral ghoul with a Ghoul Slayer's gamma gun, it heals them extra. Nice little attention to detail right there. Oh, come on, please. Please, game. Thank you. My gosh. Only 3 shots, right? And some more spawned up behind us. One there. Nicely done. We've got Reavers here. Now, Reavers... Really? That was a 95%. Reavers in Fallout 3 were absolutely terrifying. In this one, though, they're just kind of like mid-tier ferals. You know, they added some scarier ones. There we are. Yeah, I believe, to kind of give you like the simplest version of this story that happened in this vault, was that they were here for a very long time, and but radiation just slowly leaked into the bunker. It's always going to happen. Very slowly creeps in, and this then started leaking radiation and stuff, and yeah, you know, bad things ensued. But look at this place. It's got a bar, it's got like golf ranges, it's got a swimming pool. It really is a luxury apartment down here. But you need something like that if you were going to live down happily for a long period of time. You know what I mean? If you just live in a small box, you'll go insane, pretty much. That's why I think I like the... That's why I like the Fallout 4 vaults color palette. You know, Fallout 3 and New Vegas, they were pretty dark and dingy. Same for the original Fallouts, in fact. But in Fallout 4, they made them very colorful and very bright and very vibrant. And I think you need that if you're going to live underground for potentially centuries. So, a load of dead ferals later, we can go and talk to Paladin Romani. How's it going, lady?
Welcome back. Have you completed your assigned mission, candidate?
I located a nest in a bunker under Orwell Orchards and wiped them out.
Good work. One less pocket of monsters in the area, and a clear sign to the locals that we're on their side. You've risen to the challenges set before you, and proven your worth to myself, Knight Shin, and Scribe Valdez. I hereby confer on you the status of probationary initiate in the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm sorry, but we'll have to put the official initiation right on hold. Something's come up, and we need to deal with it right away. If you've got anything else you need to take care of, make it quick. Report to me again when you're ready.
There we go, we're now an initiate, or a probationary initiate anyway. You know, we can still get kicked out, I suppose. But yeah, field testing has been done. So what did we get for this one then? Got some stim packs, some radaway, purified water, and a cryo grenade. Oh, isn't that fantastic?
I've seen nothing like
And then we start disarming Discovery. But yeah, I've actually never done that mission where I brought along the two young lads, because I've always been worried that they'll die and that would look really bad on the Brotherhood. But for all I know, you know, they always survive and you can get some really cool legendary weapons out of it. But anyways, thank you very much for watching this video, people. We are very nearly leveled up, which means we can get Starch Genes level 2. We've got one of our Enclave accommodation points. We really need to work a bit to get those done. And we have joined the Brotherhood of Steel. It's been really cool to do this video with you guys, and I can't wait to do another one. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series, and we are very nearly done with this thing, people. Once we got those 10 accommodation points with the Enclave, we can start launching nukes, and then we can actually end the series. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I've been the Final Render, and you've been the audience. Until next time, I'll see you around. Bye-bye, gang. Bye-bye. 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 Thank you to all of our YouTube members and Patreon supporters. Special thank you to our level 3 YouTube members, which currently consists of PsykerGirl, Katrina McKenna, and Raven's Roost.